China is constantly surpassing its rivals in technologies and dominating international arms markets, highlighting its growing number of arsenals. Currently, China is significantly extending its arms export while Russia is too focused on producing weapons for the use against Ukraine, reducing the international export demands and leaving China become dominant over export markets. Recently, the Egyptian military sources have reportedly confirmed that the Egyptian Air Force has procured the Chinese HQ-9B long-range air defense system, providing a new backbone to the country's previously highly limited surface-to-air missile network with potentially transformative impacts for the balance of power in the air between the country and potential adversaries. Although Egypt was previously reported to have procured the Russian S-300V4 system in the mid-2010s, this was never fully confirmed, with multiple reports indicating that the system was placed in storage due to Western threats to impose economic sanctions on Cairo. Uncertainty regarding the procurement of S-300s and the small scale of the reported order makes the procurement of the HQ-9B a transformative development for Egypt's air defenses, which previously relied largely on aging Vietnam War-era systems such as the Soviet S-75 and S-125, supported by short and medium-range Russian Tor-M2 and Buk-M2 systems acquired in the 2010s. The ability of even late Cold War-era medium and long-range air defense systems to cause serious complications for a modern air force have recently been highlighted by Ukraine's effective use of systems such as the S-300PS to limit the Russian Air Force's ability to shape the ongoing war effort. This has increased the attraction of acquiring more modern equivalents to systems for counties facing potential adversaries with greater aerial warfare capabilities. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe right now and stay tuned until the end. The HQ-9B is the upgraded version of its predecessor HQ-9. The original HQ-9 is a medium to long-range air defense missile system developed in China by the China Precision Machinery Import and Export Corporation. Designed to intercept and destroy targets such as aircraft, cruise missiles, air-to-surface missiles, and tactical ballistic missiles, the HQ-9 initially drew inspiration from the U.S. Patriot system, incorporating a track-via missile (TVM) terminal guidance system. This two-stage missile system, mounted on an 8x8 Tian TAS 5380 truck chassis, features 4 missile containers per vehicle, with each missile equipped with a 180 kg warhead capable of reaching speeds up to Mach 4.2, a maximum range of 200 kilometers, and an altitude of 30 kilometers. However, the improved version HQ-9B boasts an impressive range of 300 kilometers, allowing it to cover an extended area. The new HQ-9B variant is the result of rigorous testing conducted by the People's Liberation Army Air Force. Notably, during a May 2021 exercise, an upgraded version of the HQ-9 was deployed by a missile brigade to a location 500 kilometers away in unfamiliar terrain. The exercise, carried out under challenging conditions including darkness, low temperatures, and sandstorms, demonstrated the system's precision and reliability, successfully intercepting 4 unmanned aerial vehicles with 4 shots. The HQ-9B stands out as the most widely produced long-range surface-to-air missile system outside of Russia, often compared to the Russian S-400 system. Like the S-400, the HQ-9B is designed for high mobility, with its missiles, radars, and command units mounted on mobile trucks to enhance survivability in combat scenarios. This feature, combined with its 300-kilometer range and ability to cover nearly 200,000 square kilometers with 360-degree radar, positions the HQ-9B as a formidable tool in China's defensive arsenal. The system's cold launch capability, allowing engagement in all directions, further enhances its operational flexibility. Improvements in sensors and data links also mark a significant upgrade from its predecessor, the HQ-9A, which entered service in the early 2000s. The HQ-9B has gained growing traction on export markets, with sales reportedly having been made to Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Pakistan, with the former two having selected the system over competing Russian alternatives to succeed Soviet-era S-200s in their arsenals. A combination of the threat of Western sanctions on Egypt, should it procure competing Russian systems, and Russia's inability to make rapid deliveries of its systems due to a long queue of orders both domestically and from India and Belarus, likely contributed to making the HQ-9B appear more attractive. The much more sophisticated state of China's electronics and radar industries mean that the HQ-9B likely retains advantages over its Russian rivals in associated performance areas. The HQ-9B is by far the most widely produced long-range surface-to-air missile system outside Russia and deploys missiles, radars, and command units from mobile trucks to maximize mobility and thereby improve survivability. The systems are able to network with Egypt's existing air defense assets as well as with its MiG-29M fighters and will be highly compatible with the Chinese J-10C fighters that a number of sources have reported Egypt recently ordered. Egypt's interest in Chinese aerial warfare assets is thought to have been stimulated by a shifting of power trajectories in the Middle East, as Cairo has seen tensions grow with several countries in the Western world as well as with their regional strategic partners Israel and Turkey. Western backing both for Israel's ongoing plans to evict the population of the neighboring Gaza Strip and for Turkish efforts to bolster Islamist militants in Syria and Libya are all considered to pose major threats to Egyptian security. The Egyptian Air Force's current capability to confront the Israeli fleet remains limited, while support in the United States for equipping Turkey with F-35 fighters is expected to similarly leave Egypt at a steep disadvantage. The Western-led assault on neighboring Libya with Turkish participation in 2011 is also reported to have left a strong impression on the Egyptian leadership, and contributed to the consensus that buildup of aerial warfare capabilities independently of the Western world is necessary, contributed to the consensus that buildup of aerial warfare capabilities independently of the Western world is necessary. If you like this video, please do subscribe right now to get the first update and follow the channel.